I wish you could set stage music for the menu music.
Yeah, I mean, if I could have control over the music for all stages, man, you would only hear Legend of Zelda music. I'm sorry.
It's a hand warmer? No, it's not.
No, they're going straight into it. Very good dash attack anti-air from Brigade. I noticed that Brigade likes to use, like, if somebody's in the air, Brigade likes to throw out a dash attack just because what happens is Rosalina ducks down, so it makes her, it gives her a low profile for her to just anti-air whatever landing happens. So it's a very good option. Alright, so Brigade with the lead here.
That was like a triple spot dodge there from AnD.
AnD being really scared about what Brigade might do. Alright.
Okay, that was a little scary there from AnD. I wasn't sure if he's gonna make that back, but he seemed to be okay.
Those magnet hands. Anyway, so Brigade sitting with a comfortable lead, not too far, but I guess AnD said no. We're gonna even out these percentages. Very good neutral air from Brigade. He wanted to cover any option that AnD might have chosen to get stage control, whether it was jump or running in. Again, with another dash attack anti-air. That dash attack is so good in terms of, like, if anybody jumps, you just throw it out there. And if you position it right, it just hits them out of the sky. There's almost nothing they can do about it.
Wow, he gets tipped on the way up.
Tipper, that tipper forward smash though is gonna give AnD a good lead. Now with the kind of player AnD is, he's definitely gonna want to stay patient at this point. He's not gonna want to push. He's not gonna overextend himself too much because he doesn't want to lose his lead.
And plus, Brigade himself is a pretty patient and defensive player, so forcing him to go on the offensive may like mess with him a little bit. I'm not too sure.
Yeah. However, I don't think there's a lot of things that Rosalina can do that they can really make AnD get impatient. I mean, aside from him being at the ledge, because for both of these characters, you don't want to be at the ledge for them, because one, Brigade has Rosalina has frame traps, and Corrin just has good options in terms of like covering your options. So especially depending on the position you have, Corrin can actually cover like 3 to 4 options.
Oh, we got tipped again.
Yep. Those tipper forward smashes really doing some work for AnD. Alright, so game 1 going to AnD. Let's see how Brigade will adapt. He's definitely going to need to do something about landing because I think at the first stock, well, the first stock it was just because AnD forward smashed his recovery, and then the second stock, AnD called out his landing. As when you're playing Corrin, that's one of the things you really have to look out for. Simply because if you're trying to land, Corrin just has too many. Corrin just has a really good answer for it.
Yeah, and AnD's showing that he definitely knows how to keep the opponent up in the air and knows how to handle those juggle situations and how to ride his like momentum, I guess.
Yeah.
And about like being juggled, that's like one of the worst things that can happen in this game is you being like up above your opponent, I guess you could say, because it puts you in a position where you have no stage control, and then a character like Rosalina, who has insane juggle potential, she can desync Luma and send her off just to cover more space, and then it just puts you
definitely.
in such a bad spot.
Especially since Luma just covers so many weird options. Like even like when you wouldn't think that Luma could hit you, if Luma's next to you, it could happen.
What did I do?
Oh my goodness.
Travis just flipped me off.
Brigade's shield not looking too healthy right now. But I think it should be back at full by now. That Dragon Fang fight though, really, if Andy capitalized on that, oh man, that would have been a dead Rosalina. I don't know about that counter.
Oh, like the little ping pong slap right there from Luma.
Like I said, if it's so easy to lose track of where Luma is, and for Luma to just hit you when you're least expecting it.
That Dragon Bite does a lot more shield damage than I thought.
Well, I think the Dragon Bite does close to, I think 30%. I'm not sure the actual numbers, but I know shields only have an HP value of like 40.
I think it's like 42.
40. No, it was like 45, 46%.
It is? Okay.
Or maybe it is 42. I know Izod made a video of it, of like the Samus shield break setups, and he laid out the math too. Like Samus's moves does like this amount of percentage, and shields only have this much HP, so mathematically that's an auto shield break, and blah 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 blah. So considering the amount of damage it does, it's definitely a good shield breaker. I mean, that's also why Little Mac's down angled forward smash is a good shield breaker, just because it does so much damage.
But Brigade here almost lapping AnD in percent.
Yep.
Interesting turn of events. We had a 2-stock from AnD first game of Brigade, bringing it back with a solid lead.
Very solid lead. Andy definitely doesn't. Andy's definitely going to get impatient, but right there he just sealed the stock with a side B.
Nice spacing on that back there by Brigade.
This is going to be really hard for Corrin because now that Rosalina has stage control, as long as Brigade doesn't give him an opening, it's going to be really hard for Corrin to get back. Especially since, as you can see right there, especially with that Nair, he covered so many options, and Andy just couldn't move, otherwise he's going to get hit. Now that Luma's out of the picture, though, this is Andy's chance for him to really capitalize on the Rosalina not having as many options.
And I always tell people, if you get rid of Luma,
good trade. Good trade.
I normally like to tell people that if you get rid of Luma, be prepared for like insane defense mode from Brigade. Like,
yeah, especially since Rosalina's options go out the window without Luma around. Brigade definitely has to play a lot more defensive. So that's the moment you really have to capitalize on him, like jumping and shielding and probably even rolling. But even then, like, it doesn't necessarily mean that she can't fight. So you have to really watch out for that.
Brigade is up 2-1 in this set. Oh wait, no, 1-1 I think. Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1. All right, so the
3, 2, 1, go!
So whoever loses this match gets so the winner so the loser of this match gets the stage pick, which could be huge too. But I mean, it's going to be really hard for both players.
And I'm sure these two have each other completely on file, judging how they probably play a lot.
From what I understand, they don't actually play a whole lot because Andy's working a lot and then Brigade's just doing his own thing.
Oh, really?
But I mean, like, they just, from what I understand at least, they just never have time to play.
Oh, that's
and especially since Andy has a girlfriend, I can kind of understand why he never have time to play. Don't worry, guys. I haven't always been lonely. I know the struggle.
Must be nice.
It is nice, but it's also not nice sometimes. Very good call out with that counter. He knew Brigade wanted to pressure him from up top.
Brigade with the percent deficit, so he's just he's content with just poking at AnD like that.
Yep. Again, Rosalina can just cover so many options, especially with the Luma around, that she can just frame trap any option that you might choose to get up with. I don't know about the up smash. Gets away with it though. Very nice up smash. I think he used an up smash and it traded.
Yeah, I think that was just.
So right now things are looking good for Brigade. Stock lead. Not too much of a lead because it's 100 because he's in kill percentage, but at the same time, Andy can't get too hungry for the kill. Otherwise, he's gonna just fall into Brigade's traps, especially like that. You just can't get too hungry. Yeah, you can kind of see Andy's really trying to look for this kill.
And Darren leaving the building. Bye, Darren.
Very nice side B to catch the get up roll. Good read on Andy's part. Now this lead isn't too big, and Andy could definitely make it up. As long as he keeps winning the neutral, he'll definitely make it up. And he's doing a good job with it right now. I don't know how Brigade got out of that dragon lunge. Really awkward. Good patience by Brigade, knowing that Andy had nowhere to go with that dragon lunge. Even percentages for both. Tried to do a frame trap with the dragon lunge, but it didn't work out very well. Andy with very good in a very good position, though gets ledge trumped by Brigade.
Yeah, he was a little early on that ledge trump attempt, but so he got trumped himself, but he didn't. At least he didn't die for it.
Yep. Luma's trying to say, "Get off my master."
Well, and that back air is gonna take
nice
it.
back air from Andy.
The winner is PearlRidge.
So Andy up a game. This is looking really looking really hard for Brigade, especially since because of the kind of player Andy is. He's definitely
look. Brigade in the philosopher's thinking look. He does that a lot. He has that finger on the mouth. He's like,
oh yeah. He's lost in thought. He's wondering about the start of the universe.
No, push
where
the
dark matter comes from.
He pushed the glasses up too. Stroke the beard. Hand on his chin. Oh, Andy doing it too.
I would make some really smart sciencey jokes, but I can't think of them right now.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, so I guess we're not going to Smashville.
He banned it.
No contest.
So, Andy banning Smashville.
Survival.
Probably doesn't want. I don't know. It's not too bad. I guess Luma could get saved a couple times on that platform, but.
3, 2, 1, go!
so right now each player trying to fill each other out again, see how they adapt. Andy doing a very good job at controlling the stage right now, although overextends himself a little bit with that back air, but gets it back with that dragon line. Yeah, this is a really tough spot for Brigade, or that was a really tough spot for Brigade. But Andy doing a very, very, very good job at just limiting Rosalina's options, especially since if Rosalina is at the ledge and Corrin's at the center, she really doesn't pose that much of a threat just because of Corrin's range. Yep, back there. Alright, so wisely short hop naring to cover the ledge jump option. Very good read. Brigade has to think of something because he doesn't have an answer to Andy just controlling the stage.
Both of them really just trying to play as safe as possible.
Yeah.
Between these two, getting that first stock is a big like change of tides in the matchup.
Oh, watch out. That was a very good opportunity for Brigade to up air him. Because if you remember from the last match on Battlefield, Brigade was ready for that and he just up aired him. Good ledge jump, dragon ledge though. Just telling Brigade, no, you can't just scare me by crouching like that. I'm not gonna just ledge get up into your down tilt. That's not gonna kill, but the next throw might.
Is that a down throw?
That was a down throw.
He slammed him into, that's
yeah.
an up throw, and that's gonna be the kill.
Yeah, he was definitely saving his up throw for the actual kill. So AnD with a lead, but gives up stage control. So as long as Brigade can hold the stage, he can bring this back, especially since Corrin is now at kill percentage. Ooh. Gets the goes for the air dodge route, but doesn't capitalize. Not sure about those neutral airs because it doesn't seem like it's been hitting Corrin about it. Although I understand that he wants to cover the ledge jump option. If he spaces it right, it should cover the neutral get up too. Tries to spike him through the up B. It doesn't work out very well. He wasn't in the right position for it. And Andy just pushing his stage control once again.
Yeah, he's using like his combo game becomes such a snowball effect kind of, because he gets these combos and then he gets stage positioning and then he puts Brigade in that position where he has to find a way to land, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah,
150%.
And Andy making it to grand finals.
All the way from the
Losers bracket.
beginning of losers.
Yep.